Good afternoon, guys. MWUSA Season 4, Episode 167. And today is Wednesday, July 9th. And today we visited Tortola, which is one of the British Virgin Islands. And I just wanted to kind of go over what we've done so far today. Right now it's 3 p.m. So, my wife's at the salon getting some stuff done, and I'm in the room here relaxing a little bit, so I thought I'd catch up with you a little bit. Um, so this morning we had to get up extremely early because we had to be done and on shore at the end of the dock by 6:15. So we got up 5 something and got ready to go. Went downstairs and I didn't want to make the same mistake I did before about the slots, so I double checked the slots before I left, and the slots were still off. So at that point, we did not have enough time to eat, so um, we went and exited the boat, went down to the bottom floor, like the fourth floor, and the doors were open. Did not have to give them our passport, just our card from the boat. And so far, I haven't had to give my passport once yet. So, but I would definitely have it, and you're told to have it, and you never know when you're going to be asked. So, yesterday, we didn't need anything to leave, just our card. But on the way back, at one point, one of the Border Patrol asked my wife for her ID, but no one else was being asked. So, I don't know what the deal was there. But so we ended up leaving around 6:45 a.m. With the group, and it was a long drive. It was a lot of uphill, a lot of steep roads, a lot of sharp corners where they had to honk their horn going around the corner because they couldn't see what was coming around the other side. And we got a couple really nice views from the top of the mountains. And at that point, when we got to the top of the first mountain, it started raining. Luckily, that didn't last very long, and it was about an hour drive or more before we got to the beach that we were going to. And they did that on purpose, obviously, to give us a scenic view. Uh, on the way back, it was shorter because we went the other way around the island. But so we went to the beach, and this was a little bit different than the one yesterday at St. Thomas because the one today, people were so nice here, and you could tell economically people are a little bit better off here as well. But the people were so nice. We went there. They knew we were only going to be there like an hour and a half. They said, "Why don't you just sit at a picnic table? It's free instead of buying a chair and umbrella." The tables all have umbrellas on them, and we were going to eat anyway. We hadn't eaten yet, so we sat down there, and we ordered some food. I got like a Diet Coke. I got some goat curry, which was actually really good. Um, got some coleslaw, a couple other things I can't recall right now. I've got a picture somewhere, but it was pretty good actually. I wish it was a little bit spicier, but overall it was really good. And we hung out there for a while. I got changed and got in my swimsuit and hopped in the water for a while and relaxed. And the water was like 78 to 80 degrees, probably nice and comfortable. Not too hot though. And the water was so clear. I mean, standing waist deep or more, I could look down and see my feet. It was very nice, clear water, beautiful area, very calm waves, like 1 or 2 inch waves. I mean, there was nothing. It was almost flat. And swam for a little while, maybe 45 minutes or so, and came back and got changed again. Um, and we had a little bit of time left, so there was a little store there, and we looked around the shop a little bit. Everything was super expensive. Like a small backpack was like 179, and it was on sale for 104. So it was just like ridiculous. Nothing special, not a brand name or anything like that. And I found this fruit. I mean, yesterday we saw some mangoes. Today we saw some papayas, but saw this fruit that looked like it could be a small papaya. It was probably 4 inches or so, and it looked like a papaya. And I asked our driver what it was, and he said that that was an almond. It's so weird because, I get those green almonds in the spring lots of times, and they're so tiny compared to that. These are gigantic. So he actually found one that was dry a little bit, and he broke it open for me and showed me the almond inside. It looks like just a slightly bigger almond than what we're used to seeing, but um, it was kind of interesting to see how huge the husk around it was. Um, we went to another shop, and there was a lady in there named Rose, and she was telling us about, she's been a storekeeper there for quite a while, and how COVID changed everything in the area, and things got a lot more expensive, and they were trying to get people to get the shot or lose their job, and she just wouldn't do it. And she was telling me how pricing changed and things got so much more expensive since then. Um, she said that so yesterday we were on St. Thomas. We left, and I guess we just were hanging around the ocean for a while, because she said they take a ferry to St. Thomas. It's a half hour, and we're talking about, yesterday afternoon to this morning, before we docked. But she said that ferry used to be like $39 or $40, and now it's $119 just in the last few years. So she says she hasn't really been back there since then. It's a lot more expensive there, which it is. It is a lot more expensive, and it seems like people are more poorer there too. So I don't know how that all pans out, but it was interesting to talk to her. And then we had our drive back, and then we went to the shops. And on this island, Tortola, the shops were like 90% jewelry. Now, there was a lot of that on St. Thomas. I went into a Rolex store. There was probably 10 jewelry stores in there and a bunch of other stuff. We even went to like a tablecloth store, which is kind of cool. But this place has tons of jewelry stores, including this one called Effie, which is like the brand name of the, and I don't know if it's just this cruise line or all the cruise lines share it or not, but um, and they sell mainly lab grown or lab made diamonds. So a lot of that and a lot of really expensive, unnecessarily expensive stuff there. We decided really we didn't get much. One thing we do is get that Christmas ornament everywhere we go. So we did find one reasonably priced, and we got that. And then we got back on the ship, we went to the room, relaxed a little bit, went down, looked at the slots again, and they were still closed. Went and got some lunch, um, and I got this bluefish, which was pretty good. It was okay, and some mozzarella salad with tomatoes and basil, which was pretty good. When we left there, the slots were finally on, and I was able to get one short session in, made $63, and then went back to the room. And things have been so great on slots. Right now between slots and the 60 something dollars I made at that 2-5 table, I'm up 53.84 before today. That's really amazing for 3 days or so. And the first day was like half a day because they didn't turn them on till evening. But went back to the room. My wife took a nap, and she went to the salon, and I went and looked at slots again. Didn't find anything, and came back to the room here, just relaxing a little bit. And the rest of the day today. So like I said, it's a little bit after 3 right now. The rest of the day today and all of tomorrow, we'll be cruising to the Bahamas, which is going to be our last stop before going back to Orlando. So be a lot of ocean time. The casino should be open that whole time, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, things continue to go well. I mean, it's been a dream so far. Even if I break even the rest of the time, it would be good. I don't want that to happen, but um, first 4 days, 1,539, $1,818, $1,046, and $981. I mean, that's amazing. So today's off to a slow start, but we'll be up late tonight and hopefully make some money. I'm probably going to spend a little bit of time this afternoon in the observation lounge, just relaxing, watching the water, drinking some tea, maybe have some cheese, not cracker, cheese and salads, things like that, and just relax, something fresh, and just enjoy ourselves here. It's been really nice to be able to take some time off and to relax, but Some things on my mind right now include, what am I going to do when I get back home? I'm going to have Monday off, so I'll definitely be trying to make some money at the casinos, but where will I be going? I mean, so many different places now. I'm starting to have some issues, um, and there was something that switched. It's when I went to this other state, and I got backed off. When I came back around this area, all of a sudden things were kind of weird. And although the only thing I've really lost officially is one casino that I use for slots, which I'm up like 8,000 this year. I am kind of on the watch list at one casino, so I'm not going there. And then the one I just talked about that I got backed off of slots for playing table games. It's weird, but I don't play table games there. It's sister casino. Who knows what's going to happen when I go in there? So I'm not going to use my card. I will take my wife's car the first day back, most likely. That might be Monday. Who knows? I might do it this week or not. I'm not sure. But um, when I go back, if I take her car instead of mine, which both of them are really in her name, um, and then don't use a card, we'll see if the facial recognition gets me. If it doesn't, we'll try to play blackjack. And if I'm still cool, then next time I will try my car. And if that works out, then I know I'm good there. I just won't go to their sister company. I won't use a card, and I should be fine. So we'll see what happens with that. But I need to come up with some better plans for making money now, because I've been limited a little here, a little there. When you take away 50 here and $100 there in a day, that adds up. $100 a day is 30,000 plus a year, right? So 36,000 a year, just making 100 a day. So when you're taking away those bits and pieces from the money I'm making, it makes a big difference in my bottom line. So I have to find a way to adjust to it. So, and as you know, the trip to Vegas is already set up, and that'll be in like 3 weeks. So we'll try to make some money there as well, and hopefully keep pushing forward. So that's what's going on right now. You're all caught up, and I'll come back and update you here in a little while, let you know what else is going on. All right, guys, I am back. So, gonna keep the tone kind of low here. I'm in the observation deck. A lot of people walking around, so kind of keep it on the down low. So hopefully you can hear me. Definitely been an eventful day. I'll last talk to you a little bit after 3 p.m. It's now 11:30, so I'm just going to take the numbers for what they are right now. And if there's more, then we can adjust it tomorrow. But as of right now, well, let me tell you what happened earlier, though. So my wife went to the spa, and she had a $50 coupon. So she wanted to do her nails, which were fingernails and toenails are $160. Seriously, $160. I said, just go ahead and do it. Use your $50 coupon. Everything is fine. Just go enjoy yourself. So she went. It was like 2.5 hours long. So massaged her hands, her feet, did all this stuff, right? And she was happy. Of course, she loves to talk to people and get to know people and friendly with people. So she gets to know this girl pretty well. Talked for a long time. And after all that, after 2.5 hours knowing each other and everything, and talking, getting to know each other, heart to heart, all that kind of stuff, the girl turns around, takes advantage of her, and overcharges her. So let me show you here. Let me just tell you. So it was a 110 with a discount, right? There was an auto gratuity on there for $30.40. Auto gratuity. Then she asked her if she wants to tip. So she tips $22, which is 20% of 110. $22. She's being generous, right? Well, she didn't realize that there was already a $30.40 tip already on there. And there was a spa auto gratuity, another one, of what, $1.60? I don't know why that's on there. And then she bought this spray stuff. I don't know what it does, no idea. and it's 100 milliliters, tiny little bottle, $69. So the total was $233. You know what? I don't mind making money, doing well, but when someone pretends to be nice to you and all that, I don't know. Maybe it was just a misunderstanding, but I hate it when things like that happen. I don't think it's fair. Anyway, okay, let's go over our numbers here as soon as these people walk by. So, like I said, it's been pretty incredible today. It started off a little bit slow, but really the pace picked up. So, I've had 5 sessions that were of consequence where something happened, where we played something and made or lost money, right? 5 sessions. First session plus 63. Second session plus 177. Third session plus 256. Fourth session plus 383. And fifth session plus 474. So each session got bigger, and if you add all those up, it's 1353 total. 1353 for the day, which puts our 5-day total at 6737, $6,737. So how could anybody not be happy about that? I'm still going to go check at least one more time here tonight, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully pick up a little more. I pretty much feel like I got most of what's there, but we'll take one more pass through before we hit the sack and hopefully find some other stuff there. Like I said, back at the observation deck, just having some tea, relaxing. I've basically been relaxing for an hour, checking, relaxing for an hour, checking. We did go to the buffet a little bit earlier, and when we were on the island, I think I mentioned I had some goat curry there, which was really good. I wanted oxtail, but they were out of it, so the buffet actually had Caribbean night tonight, and they had oxtail, so I was able to have some of that, a couple other small things, some cheese, some salad, stuff like that, and that was really good. Feel nice and full, very low carbs today. Did a good job on the diet all week so far, and yeah, everything's going as planned, so better than planned, I gotta say. Tomorrow is a full day at sea, and then we'll be in the Bahamas. So like I said, right now it's 11:30ish, so I'm going to let you go. Whatever happens tonight after this, we'll add to tomorrow's totals and go from there. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.